Oh, hello there, young one.
My name's Johnny Firepants, and I want to be a big famous hero in Genshin Impact.
Oh, do you now, Ronnie?
Johnny. Yes, sir. Can you tell me what I need to do to become a big famous hero?
Well, that's easy, Lonnie.
Johnny.
Whatever. Look, it's simple. All you need to do is work hard, train every day, and
Give your wallet and your soul to MiHoYo.
Hi everyone, this is the Second Class Elitist, and if you are new to Genshin, this is going to be the tutorial for you. What we're going to do is we're going to start off a brand new account, day 1, timer 0. We're going to play through. I'm going to give you my tips and tricks to get that account from world level 0 and adventure rank 0 or 1, whichever one it actually starts on, all the way up to adventure rank 16 as quickly as possible. This way you can get your game going, start building your characters, play with your friends, everything you want to do in this game. All right, so we're going to jump right on into it. As you can see, we are going to start this off right now with a nothing. We're going to start that timer, and we are going to begin a brand new account.
So, what you're trying to say is that you fell here from another world?
A whole new world.
Oh, we are playing in a tutorial world, and I am a tutorial girl. You know that we are playing in a tutorial world, and I am a tutorial girl.
Well, Paimon will do her best to be a great guide.
I will do my best to be a great guide as well, Paimon. Okay, one of the things that you definitely want to do as early as you can is talk to Catherine.
Abyssosk adventurer.
Find out about all of her applesauce, and then grab your Adventurer's Handbook. Once you have the Adventurer's Handbook, you will see that there are probably a bunch of things you've already done that will give you rewards. This adds to your Adventure Rank XP. This gives you all kinds of other stuff. The faster you can get these, the faster you can get these bigger ones, the faster you can make both of that happen, the faster you can move on to more things. Focus on this book. If you can get this book maxed out, you will be out of level 15 in a heartbeat. Okay, so one of the most important things you're going to want to do is keep your weapons maxed up as much as you can, and we're going to demonstrate that right now. We just pulled the first pull off this beginner's wish. You're only going to get 2 of them. Buy them as early as you can. I'm going to save these 3 until I have 5, and then we'll fill that in. Trust me, it'll happen in a half second. So, but what we're going to do in the meantime is get distracted. OCD requires that we clear things off when they have exclamation points. We're going to give our character our biggest, baddest weapon that we can get. We're going to switch to that. Now what we're going to do to it next is refine it twice. We got lucky, we got 3 of the same one in that first pack. Is that going to happen all the time? No, but you'll have something, and whatever you have, just go with it. Enhance, we're going to set it for 2 stars and under. We're going to take all of the junky weapons and all of these crystals that we've gotten so far, and we're going to make that a level 20 sword, because you want to keep this as high as you can, as often as you can. Obviously, I can't upgrade it yet. I don't have these materials, but now I've got a base attack of 113. That's a heck of a lot better than what we were dealing with a second ago. Trick 3 is pretty simple. It's one that I personally have a lot of problems with. You may find that you do too. If you don't stay perfectly clear on the path, that's fine. You just want to try to do your best. Basically, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are leveling your main damage dealers, just like your weapons, as high and as fast as you can. That's going to be 1 to 2 slots on your team of 4. Pick the 2 characters that either do the most damage according to the internet, or the 2 that you want to play. Honestly, at this level, it's not going to matter. And make sure that they are maximized level. right now 20. As soon as you can ascend them, you always push your ascensions. As soon as you ascend them, then you push your levels after they're ascended until you need to ascend them again. Repeat the process until you run out of Mora. After those first 2 slots, you're going to have 2 more remaining slots. These are going to be your support characters. Again, choose either the ones the internet says is best, the ones that you want to use, the ones that you want to have the most fun with. Doesn't really matter. At the start, you're going to want to keep them leveled with your DPS because you don't have any other choice. There's not a lot of break-in ascensions. Once you can get to the point where your main characters are level 60, then you can keep your supports generally at about 40, and it's fine. Once you get your main characters to 80, you can get your supports to 60, and with few exceptions, and by then you'll know what they are, you can kind of keep them there. So the important thing is pick 4 characters you want to run. The 2 that are designed to do damage, you want to make sure that they are always maximized for level. The 2 that are designed to support those guys, either healers or buff debuff characters, whatever you wanted to use, try to keep them close to max power. You can go a little bit behind if you need to for resource purposes, but you want to make sure 4 characters are being pushed forward to make sure that you can get through these fights quickly and easily, taking the least damage possible. Tip 4 is one that's kind of easy to miss if you don't know it's there. You're going to get resin every day. That resin can be used to run domains, or right now, Mora and experience books. This is going to be really important to making sure that your characters are maximum level. Now, you get resin as you go along during the day. You have a cap of 160 resin, and once you spend down below that cap, the resin will refill at one point every 8 minutes. You're going to be going through domains or doing ley lines for 20 resin at a pop. That means if you're waiting for something to refill from 0 to 20, you're going to be waiting for about 2 hours. Generally not recommended, but what you want to do is when you first log in, if your resin is at 140, 160, whatever, go and do your ley lines. If you're to the point where you have some domains unlocked, you can do those as well. Right now, the most beneficial thing for you is going to be maximizing your XP, and you do that by doing the XP ley lines, which are the blue or silvery ones on the map. The gold ones give you more. You can hit 8 of these a day. 8 times 20 is 160. Go in, hit 8, get your books, apply them to your characters. If you don't have enough money to apply the books, that's when you do the Mora lines. But until then, you just want to go through and bang these out. You're going to get 100 adventure rank XP for every time you do a ley line. And you're going to get some books or some Mora, and that's going to help your characters. And this is going to help you push that account very fast. Now, while it's important to spend this resin, what you do not want to do is utilize the fragile resin that you'll see in your inventory. This would give you 60 resin when you crack it, but don't do it. Save these for later. Trust me, you'll thank me in a couple months. And the reason for that is as your world level goes up, the rewards you get for your resin go up as well. So save these for when they'll be worth more. I know you want to get through. I know you want to power it, but take my word for it. It's not worth the extra half hour, hour tops that it's going to save you in the long run. So don't spend your fragile resin. Just spend the resin that accrues naturally. Okay, now this one might seem a little bit tricky because I'm telling you to play the game that's not the game, but believe me, there's a thing to this. So there's going to be a bunch of different events and special events that are available in the game. I can't guarantee that I can show you the ones that are active right now because they change pretty much every week to 2 weeks. So whenever you're watching this, go to the events tab, go to the special events tab. Also, be aware that there are also web events that may count as special events. They may count as events. They may just show up only in your mail, in which case hold on to that piece of mail so that you can come back and do the web event over however many days it takes. Also, there's a daily check-in on HoYoLab, which is a great way to get additional materials. You can get weapon materials, training books, Mora, Primogems, food, all the stuff you need. You just have to go in and click that once a day. So just add this into your dailies, and this is going to give you a leg up. Okay, so this one's actually going to be pretty quick and easy. A lot of the game is going to be exploration. Part of the game is going to be fighting, and you have the ability to tailor your team for both. You'll notice I have a fighting party set up. Here I have my 2 main damage dealers, who at this point I've been able to level up beyond that first ascension. And then you have 2 support characters who are about an ascension behind, as I explained earlier. This is going to allow me to go in, wreck face, tear things apart, support as needed, get through the fights quicker. But this isn't necessarily going to be my best choice for exploring the world. So you make a second exploration team or travel team. In this team, you want a tall male because they have a longer sprint length so that you will travel more distance. Kai is an excellent starting choice. Not only is he tall, but one of his abilities actually reduces stamina when sprinting, so you'll get farther. You want to have an archer. Fortunately, you start with one because there are a number of challenges that require archery to resolve. You want to have a flame character. Fortunately, you start with one because there's a number of challenges that require lighting things on fire. Beyond that, you can have a healer on this team if you want. It's not a bad idea. You also want to make sure you put on anyone that has any alternate movement techniques that may be able to help speed up your journey a little bit. So, Seiyu or Mona or Ayaka or anybody that might be able to get across water, anything that may give you an advantage, this is where you're going to want to take it, because the best thing you can do right now is travel around, take as little time as possible to travel distances, explore your map, and go and find all of the loot and all of the teleportation points. And this point is even more important for anyone that's not familiar with gacha games, but even if you are, we're going to go over this really quickly. Wishes are the lifeblood of your account. They're what allow you to get new characters. They're what allow you to earn new gear. And you're going to, after you finish your 2 bonus ones that are for Noelle, you are going to have 3 options. This option is never going to change. The Wanderlust Invocation is always going to be the same characters with the same availability. The second option is going to be a weapon banner. This banner is going to change every 21 days. It is going to have 2 5-star weapons and 1 each of all of the 4-star weapons available for you to try to wish for. The third and final banner is the character event wish. Also changes once every 21 days. It is going to have a highlighted 5-star character and also 3 4-star characters. This is where you are going to spend most of your primogems. Now, it's important to note that the character event wish takes the multicolor intertwined fates, the weapon banner takes the multicolor intertwined fates, and the standard banner, the Wanderlust Invocation, takes your just plain old blue acquaint fates. This is where you're going to spend all of these, okay? Generally, you want to spend the majority of your intertwined fates and the majority of your primogems on the character event banner. And the reason is, on this banner, there's, I think, 7 5-star characters and about 15, 16 4-star characters. You have a 5% chance of getting a 4-star character, and then it can be any of them. You have a 0.6% chance of getting a 5-star character, and then it can be any of them. So you're really just taking a shot in the dark. The character event banner is designed to focus that down. So you have a 5% chance of getting a 4-star character, and then a 50-50 chance that it'll be either one of these 3 or anyone that's over here. Same thing with the 5-star. You have a 0.6% chance of getting a 5-star character, and then a 50-50 chance that it is either whoever is here or any of the ones available on this banner. That's why you want to focus on your character event wishes, because they are tailored. You are more likely to get specifically what you're trying to buy, and that means you're going to be getting better constellations. You're going to be getting the characters that you're searching for. If there is a 5-star or multiple 4 stars that you want on this banner, this is where you want to throw your wishes. If you're not sure, if you don't really like any of these characters, if you already have a bunch of these at higher constellations later in the game, don't spend on this banner because you're just going to get things that you don't want. The weapon banner, you're going to hear a lot of mixed results on. I'm going to tell you that, especially early on, this can be a really good thing for your account if you are lacking in weapons, and the 4 stars are a benefit to you. Because remember, you are far more likely to get 4 stars than you are 5 stars. You have a very limited chance. If you know for a fact that you've heard the rust bow is good for the character that you want to use, and it's sitting here, spend on this banner. My advice on the event weapon banner is, unless you are comfortable with getting either 5-star and most of the 4 stars, do not spend on this banner. If you go, I really want a polar star and I don't mind getting a memory of dust instead, get it. If you can use both of these, it's fine to buy on this banner. If you cannot use both of these, do not spend on this banner and wait. Whatever you do, it is never in your best interest to spend primogems to get blue wishes to wish on the standard banner. You're going to collect these when you do certain missions. You're going to collect these when you hit certain levels. You're going to collect these when you get to certain points in the battle pass, eventually when you have access to it. These are just going to happen. When they happen, spend them. Don't bother saving them. There's no point in saving them. This banner never changes. If you don't like what's here, don't spend. Hold on to it until the banner is more to your liking. Otherwise, you're going to be spending resources that you're going to have a hard time replacing, and you're not going to get what you wanted for them. So, spend most of your primogems here, most of your entwined fates here. If this is a really good hit, go for it. Throw 10, 20, 30 wishes in. If you really go, hey, I can use either of these 2 5-stars, they're perfect, go 80 in and try to get yourself a 5-star weapon. It can really help your account. But don't do it unless you're comfortable with either one, because you got a 50-50 chance of getting either one. And even with setting the fate points so that you can select one over the others, it really doesn't matter, because that's only beneficial if you're planning on going 200 plus wishes into the weapon event banner. If you're that kind of a whale, please come visit my channel more often. Otherwise, this is not going to be a good choice for you. Now, aside from the primogems here, if you come down here and click the shop button, that's where you can go into the Stardust Exchange. You can buy Acquainted Fates and Intertwined Fates with Stardust that you get for making wishes. You can also buy Acquainted Fates and Intertwined Fates with primogems. Again, do not buy Acquainted Fates with primogems. It's not going to be worth your money. Save them all for the Intertwined Fates. I also don't recommend using Star Glitter for these two. Definitely the Stardust Exchange, just grab these. Grab them both, even the Acquainted Fates. It doesn't matter. Go ahead and take advantage of that. But Star Glitter, you get a very limited amount of this. Basically, you get this when you get multiple copies of 4 stars or 5 stars, and that's it. Save this for picking up character cards. Save this for when there's good weapons in the shop. I'm not a fan of using Star Glitter for wishes. I just don't think it's worth it. Unless you're the kind of whale that has like 4 digits up here for these, 100 plus Star Glitter. Sure, you've got it. You might as well spend it, because you can't get in. It's not like it's gaining interest or anything. But other than that, I would not recommend doing these. Definitely pull these. Definitely pull this. Do not pull this. Grab these only if you like both 5 stars, or are throwing just a couple wishes because you really need the 4 stars. Spend most of your stuff over here. Trickle this as it comes in. Banner spending 101. As you explore around your map, you're going to find a number of different temples and dungeons. Now, most of these are going to be used for either getting you artifacts or lesson books that will help you train up your skills, but make sure you don't lose track of the ones that give other rewards as well, the non-domain dungeons. These are going to be really important for getting primogems. These are going to be really important for getting your Shrine of the Depth keys. And some of them get tricky where they may have a domain hidden all the way at the bottom. And if you don't scroll down, you're going to miss the secret hideout, which means you're not going to get this Shrine of the Depths key. And that means you're not going to be able to finish one of the stages in your adventure journal, which you need to advance as quickly as possible. So make sure that you are hitting all of these whenever you can. There's a lot of different rewards in here. Also, the elemental trials will teach you how different techniques work in the game, so they're important. But make sure that you are checking these out, going after these keys, and also just spinning through to make sure that you didn't miss a non-domain dungeon at the bottom of the list, because some of them get a little bit tricky like that. Exploration is really key to advancing your account quickly. That's why we built an exploration team, right? Was so that we can get from point A to point B as quickly as possible and find everything on the map. So you want to make sure that you are traveling through here. You want to come in and make sure that you're hitting all of these teleportation points so that you can get everywhere you want to go. If you find good mining or fishing spots, feel free to mark them on your map. You've got 150 points you can mark. Just hold on to them. Make sure that you're hitting all of your statues as you travel through so that you can heal at your statues. Make sure that you have as many teleportation points as you can. That's going to save you time going through as you're exploring through, looking for chests, looking for bad guys to kill for XP, whatever. You want to mostly right now just stay up in the Mondstadt area. You can start heading down towards Leeway by coming around this corner and just following the road and coming down towards Leeway if you want, especially if exploration is the thing that you really like in the game. However, in this area that I still have marked as unknown is a giant freezing mountain that you don't want to try to tackle yet. I know it seems like it should be the smartest way to get from Mondstadt to Leeway is just follow the coast and go right through here, and this is death. Avoid the death, go the long way around. It'll give you more exploration, more points, more anyway. The temperature here will kill you. Everything here is above your level. The rewards here are not worth going into until your characters are at least level 40, until your account is sitting at least AR 25. Just go around the Mountain of Death and then head south that way. Alright, now this one might seem a little counterintuitive, but trust me, you'll thank yourself later. While you're doing all of your exploration and traveling around, you want to be collecting everything. This is the only time where you're ever going to hear me tell you it's a good idea to squirrel. If you see rocks, break them. If you see plants, pick them up. If you see animos or the animoculuses or anything like that, make sure that if it glitters, you stop for the sparklies and pick up the sparklies. The reason is there's none of this that you're not going to need later on. At some point, all of this will be valuable to you. So if something shows up on your mini-map, go after it. If you see boxes that you can loot them. If it takes you a little bit longer in your travels, I mean, that's generally going to be okay. It's still going to wind up being to your benefit long term, especially later on in your account, because you're going to get to a point where you need to go back through and find where all of these things are hiding anyway. So if you're just grabbing them on the first time through, then you don't need to go back through. You can advance into the next area, continue going on.
Ad Astra Abyss.
Claim. Domain of Forgery unlocked. Oh, we were almost 15.
Let it rain.
Hello, 5.
Fascinating.
How close am I? I'll be at 1765, so I'll need 250 from a quest. Oh, if I do In the Mountains real quick, that'll get me there. Come on, give me the rewards. I've got 5 minutes. Give me the rewards. Frost-bearing tree awakening. Well, that's at least 200. Continue upwards to investigate. No! I don't want to. You can't make me. We are going to be so close.
Don't get frostbite. Cool it. Don't push your luck. Dodge this.
Oh, wait. We have 2 more. We're going to make it by 15. We're going to make it, chat. It's going to be just over the amount of time that I wanted, but we're going to make it. I mean, that's probably just me being a slacker for 5 minutes somewhere along the way. You know how I do. The key is absolutely doing these dailies. Spend your daily resin.
Freeze.
And we didn't use any...
Cool it.
we got there and we didn't use any fragile resin or anything like that. We just used our daily on the 2 days that we could use daily. Ouch.
This moment will be frozen in time. Don't push your luck. Cool it. Dodge this.
85 away. And another 100 coming. Can you smell that? That smells like
What's the hurry?
victory. Oh, can I do it in 45 seconds? Oh, can I blitz this? Oh, this is going to be so close to being the 6 hours that I said this could be done in. Chat, I'm going to be so close to being accurate. And I'm not going to make it because of a freaking hill that I've got to climb. I mean, is there anything more Genshin than that? 6 hours, 38 seconds. Co-op unlocked. 6 hours, 38 seconds. If that's not ridiculously close to the 6 hour mark I set for myself, I don't know what is. I would decline me too. So anyway, there we go. 6 hours
Dodge this.
from landing in Tevat to playing with your friends.
Freeze.
All in all, I don't think that's too bad. I mean, actually, I do. It should be like an hour tops, but, you know. I'll always have that odd peculiarity that I think games that have a co-op function should not penalize you for wanting to use the co-op function. And it should take as long to get into the co-op function as it takes to understand how the game is played. Alright, so we went all out for this bonus content, right? Because I couldn't find the video during the Twitch stream where we did this, so I had to make another account and get to this spot to show you this. Now, the plus side is apparently you can get here in like 20 minutes. So, 20 minutes more into a 30-minute video. But, that's fine. So, we are right now rank 4. Level 5. This is how early you can get here. Get to the cathedral. And you're gonna walk up to Sister Victoria, the creepy one. She's a little bit too interested in confessions. Ask her about anywhere good to go in Mondstadt. She'll get creepy. Then she'll try to play off the creepy. And then ask her, surely it isn't as simple as that. And less than a half hour in, you can get a 4-star goblet. Four-star bloodstained Chevalier's goblet. Now, it's just like a normal RNG on the goblet, so it's random what you're going to get out of it. But in this case, we got a hit point goblet with a little bit of crit damage. I mean, you could get anything. This could be really useful. It could be really not. But at the very least, it's going to be your first 4-star. And it's also going to give you this achievement here. Obtain a 4-star artifact. I mean, it might help you. It might not. At the very least, it's a freebie shot at a 4-star. You got to take it. If you get fire or ice or animo or lightning or attack, I mean, any of those could be useful to you, especially early on, depending on which character you put it on. Who gives you 2 bonus facts in a video? 2 freebies on your top 10 list. All right, so here we go. Up here, this question marky thing. If you click on this, for each tutorial you read, 1, 2, 3, you get a Primagem. My recommendation, don't run the list. Save these, especially if you're free to play. Because you're going to run into a situation where you're going to be 4 Primogems short of a wish, or 4 Primogems short of a pack of wishes, or 7 Primogems short of doing whatever it is you want to do with your Primogems, right? And right there, you're going to be, oh, now I got to go and grind and find 3 chests. Or you can just come over here. And pick them up on the spot. Because you've saved them instead of burning them. There's going to be your second bonus. So, thank you very much for watching this tutorial. I hope it helped you. This is going to be referenced later on in our other ones. We're going to do a series like every few levels or so of your best practices. So hopefully that will help you out. If you have enjoyed this video or you enjoy the journey of the adventure of Johnny Firepants, please give a like to the video. Please subscribe so you can be made aware of when more videos are coming out. We're going to be uploading every Friday, 3 p.m., probably also Sundays and Wednesdays, depending on how many different things we get. I've got a lot of different stuff I want to do for this channel. I want to make it exciting and vibrant and different than every other Genshin channel out there. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Hopefully you continue to enjoy your journey through Tevat. And until next time, stay safe.